How you doing, guys and gals? Big Guy here with another tabletop related video. Today we're talking about the top 5 tabletop resources. These are resources that you can use, get a hold of relatively easy, ones that I've used in the past of trying to find something or get something or make something or what have you. Number 1, Drive Through RPG. I know it sounds kind of silly, but it's one of the better sites that I've found that has a little bit of everything. This has just about every game system you could think of, either stuff that other people have made, the actual core books that you could order straight through these guys, and the best section for one, right here on top, most popular under $5. Can't beat that. But if you come down here, now you can see it. See right here? It says free. There's a whole free section of random resources of stuff that people have made. Magazines, minis, papercraft, everything you could possibly imagine. Books, campaigns, one-shots. Anything you could possibly imagine is in here. Yes, it's kind of a pain in the butt because you have to trudge through 50 pages. But it's free. Free. I will sit here for 20 minutes and go through it, every once in a while. Look at this. Infantry units right here. Right there. Infantry units. Paper modeling guide. There's a lot of, you see, look at that. Doors right there. Things you can put on your map. Public spaces. Delve RPG. I mean, there's even 2-page mini delve. Right? Just looking through here. Every time I look through here, I have about 30 things that I end up downloading. It's just a good all-around resource at you, as long as you don't mind trudging through some waist-high stuff, because there's a lot of stuff in here. Some of it good, some of it bad. Some of it that doesn't pertain to you. But you got to look for it. Number 2, N-World. RPG news and reviews. I've used this for almost as long as it's been up. Back and forth, I've had about 18 different accounts. I just did this one for right now. You could play a game right on here. There's different downloads. There's a whole forum board of just people making stuff and getting stuff. See, look at that. Motos 2. There's character sheets that people make, PC combat cards. Look at that. See, we got what? D&D 5th edition, character sheets, Pathfinder, D&D 4th edition, fan creations right there. There's 40 files in that. 3rd edition and 3.5 fan creations. It's all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff here. And it's been going on for a while. There's spell lists, stuff that people have made easier to read and shoved up there. It's just a good resource that if you got an hour to look through stuff, look through the forums. Hell, they got a search right here. You can just search for stuff if you want to look for something specifically. It's not a bad system. It's been around for a while, and it knows what it's talking about. So check them out. Now, the links for all of these places will be in the description. Number 3, Pinterest. Pinterest is kind of the new thing. Well, it's been around for a little bit, but if it's artwork related or anything, all you got to do is put in there. All I did was put D&D Dungeons and Dragons, and there's, let's see, it said it a second ago. There's 1,200 things, 1,400 things under D&D and Dungeons and Dragons category. 1,400 things. Oh, look at this. There's size charts. There's maps. How most D&D groups begin. There's funny stuff in here. Things that you can throw at your players. Different map labels. Right here. We talked about that in our other series. Concealed door, barred. See how it's got all that? A whole legend for you to use on making your maps. Here's a whole big sheet of weapons. So that way when you go, it's that one weapon. and your player goes, "What?" It's that one right there. It's a great resource to look through. You can find funny stuff. You can find things that you need, stuff that you might give you ideas for more different characters. So you look, characters, ideas, science fiction, artwork, maps, RPG, homebrew, monsters, humor, character sheet, products, do-it-yourself, memes, Warhammer, dice, wallpaper. I mean, you see, look at that. Cthulhu, wizards, horror, articles, anything and everything you could possibly imagine. It's just a great resource to take a look through. Number 4. Now, love it or hate it, Roll20.net. Now, I've heard some people hate Roll20, some people love Roll20. I've used Roll20. I happen to like it. You know, let alone for the fact of playing the game online, they have an entire game resource section of different links to more sites, of, treasure generators, all kinds of, system specific tools and different sounds, mapping, libraries, all kinds of stuff. So even if you don't like their site for how their dice roller works or what have you, which is a whole nother argument for a whole nother day, just their link section of their resources is a great place to look where you can start if you don't know where to start. And number 5, Google. Straight up Google. Not even messing. Just make your own D&D. How do I make a monster? What is the stats on a gnome? Whatever you're looking for or think you're looking for, it's going to be on Google. And the images section really helps if you're looking for inspiration or a map or what have you. Now remember, as long as you're not selling anything, you could use any map you want. So if you're just using it for home use, for just the game in your house or your neighbor's basement or whatever, you could use any map you want. If that means the copy of Skyrim's map, if that means Legend of Zelda's map, any of those, as long as you don't try to make money on it, you could use anything you want. And Google has probably got it. So that was a look at the top 5 tabletop resources that are always good to know about and have in your back pocket when you're looking for something. I have them all in a list on my bookmarks. I just hit the D&D folder, and in fact, I got about 20 of them sitting on there of sites that I look through when I'm looking for something. So it's always good to have at least a good handful of them, of places you could go to, people you could ask, things like that. Because even if you don't necessarily have an actual physical person that you could reach out, grab, and ask a question, you have forums, you have all these sites that have all these, stuff to look through that should be able to help you. I hope this helps. Take a look whenever you can. Look for something that you're looking for, or even just look for some ideas. But that's it for me, guys. This has been your top 5 tabletop game resources. I'm Big Guy, and happy gaming.